Hey, kia ora, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Watch out now for the scammers on TikTok. Thought I was talking to someone, but actually it wasn't that someone at all. So I decided now because I'm more on YouTube, so I thought I'm going to start building this TikTok channel. So if you can help me, that will be awesome. And my goal really is to help people become financially free and break free from financial lack. But firstly, it's important to realize is that there's an abundance of finances waiting for you. And I emphasize waiting for you because all opportunities start with creating, because creativity creates cash. It's important to realize that creativity creates cash. The reason why a lot of people are in financial lack and stuff like that is simply because of their beliefs. That's pretty much it. And your bank balance really is a resemblance of your beliefs and also your personal drive. And your attitude, because your attitude determines your altitude. Attitude really is paramount and key. But the thing is, what is attitude? Attitude, I think, is where an individual decides to be a certain way, and they have a mental image of how they perceive life and also themselves. But right now, there is abundance of finances everywhere, if you realize that it's all based on creativity. And what I've found is that because of systematic programming, and I'm referring to the educational system, it actually reduces the individual's ability to create because it's more systematic, do this, do that, and go and work for someone. That's okay working for people, not a problem as long as you're making money, but ultimately there comes a time when you've got to tap into your innate abilities. Your innate abilities really are your blueprint to your financial freedom. Because innate ability gives you the ability to do things more naturally than most people who don't have that innate ability. But so this channel here, I decided now, and basically, what I share, I've been in over 30 plus years as an entrepreneur, as a business development manager, as a direct marketing coach. And so what I can tell you is that all financial success really comes down to you creating and following through on the idea. Everyone gets ideas. You'll get an idea pop into your mind. But the thing is, people just don't follow through on things. Everything really is trial and error. That's what it is. I personally believe there are no mistakes at all. Everything is simply a trial and error. I think it's Thomas Edison, who created the light bulb. He was interviewed by a reporter, and the reporter said, you make so many mistakes. I think over 1,000 times he tried to get this the light to work, and he looked at what his reply to the reporter was. That's funny. I never saw what you're suggesting as mistakes, but really ways that didn't work. And that's business. That's creating money. That's it. But people aren't really willing to step out and to really make mistakes. That's it. Because there are no mistakes, right? But people just aren't willing to work to proceed with the idea that has popped into their mind, and people get it all the time. And the other aspect in finishing as well is communication. So when you have an idea, that idea, if it's awesome and it's great, it has to be communicated to potential customers in order for them to either say yes or yes, right? Yes or no. And so that's where, although I'm a sales coach or direct marketing coach, I actually teach salespeople not to sell. The key is actually not to sell. Don't sell. Every time you sell, that potential customer feels like they're being sold, and the wall of resistance just pops up. Now you're just talking to a wall of resistance. So the whole idea really is just to be you and just talk. Talk about this amazing product or service that you have, and the more you talk about it, the more confident you get about it, and the more belief you have about whatever that product or that service is, because people ultimately buy the belief that you're projecting. Because to some degree, when it comes to sales, it's actually an exchange of emotions. So ultimately, when you wake up tomorrow, or else whatever time watching this video, you just have to realize that all wealth is created. because creativity creates cash. And that's in the form of an idea that's going to pop into your mind. So take that idea, start creating that idea in your mind, and then do it.